guys are all waiting patiently. As difficult as it is, with all the explosions happening around you, you can see from a distance as you guys kind of have your Phoenix vessel hidden behind a couple pieces of old scrap metal that's within this shipyard orbiting Xorrn. You've tucked away. Raven has hidden the ship well. You're waiting for your opportunity to sneak behind the Blood Ambition Gladiator-class Star Destroyer to make your way into the garbage chute, where I think the plan is you guys were heading directly to the bridge of the vessel. Aim high.
Leroy Jenkins.
Aim high.
I was still going to the garbage chute. All right. All right.
I think that was the plan. If you want to change the plan, there's always time, but not much. But there's time. You guys, if I remember right, you succeeded on the mass combat check, and what it did was it delayed this attack a little bit, because they definitely got the numbers on you guys. But you guys were able to destroy a few of the TIE fighters. Unfortunately, one of the TIE fighters slammed into the Acclamator-class starship that you guys had kind of boosted back up a little bit and damaged some of the weapons and weapon systems there. So if it gets hit by something terrible again, it could go back offline, and you guys would not get that benefit from having that vessel being able to fire its turbo blasters and lasers towards these ships. So this firing has gone back and forth. A lot of long-range weapons, because the group of this 3 vessels are still kind of slowly approaching as the TIE fighters kind of disperse out from the Star Destroyer. So I'm going to put some more intense music on because, yeah, we're in an intense mode here. So which one was one I was going to do? I was thinking, let's do this one. I like that, yeah. Tense music. So, here's what I'm going to say. I will think that it's still going to take a little bit of time for this vessel to get to where you guys feel confident that you'll be able to sneak up on it without being seen. So, what we'll do is we'll roll the second mass combat check first. See how that plays out. And then what we'll do is we'll go, while that's happening, then we'll cut back to you guys and almost do like a scene swipe and have that happening while this mass combat is taking place. So I think Jim was the one who took the first mass combat check. So what we'll do is we'll just go based on how everything looks on the overlay. So if I go down from Jim, Derek, you would be next to take the this roll on. So for the second mass combat check, what you guys are going to do is you begin with the same forces. So you begin with 2 green dice. That was based on the forces that you had, and I believe, if I remember right, you guys added a green die for having the Acclamator class as well. And you added an additional green die because you had the help of the Mandalorians and those droid starships. So there should be 4 greens to start off for you guys. You have 2, according to my notes, you have 2 blue boosts. I can't remember exactly what they were for, but I think it had something to do with upgrades. Because I have them here in my notes, but I didn't write down exactly what.
Yeah, because I have 3 blue, but I think I got an extra one for something else. So yeah, 2 sounds right.
I think you got the extra one because Dran was doing his force power, I believe.
The battle meditation was an upgrade, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it was an upgrade? Okay. So and battle meditation would still be in effect here?
Because I committed my 3 pips.
So then it's still 4 upgrades, like 2 blue, 4 green, 4 upgrade on.
That's what I have on my.
Is that 4 upgrade
now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't reset it from last.
I didn't reset it either.
Okay, gotcha. Now, one thing that's going to change about this mass combat check is as the Imperial forces close in on this orbital shipyard, it becomes easier for the Imperials to flank and hide behind and weave around some of these pieces of scrap metal and other things that are just orbiting around the planet. What it does is going to add a setback die to this check. So there's going to be one setback on this one. And you're also going to have the base 5 purple plus 3 upgrades based on Captain Nervi's leadership skill.
Gotcha. Alright.
And I think
Oh,
that's
God.
it. Did you roll it out?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh,
How bad is it, Doc?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, well.
Oh,
I don't want to roll anymore.
Okay, so you did not succeed. There is a despair in there. And there's
Mhm.
also 4 advantages. Now I'm gonna leave this option up to you because you're the one who rolled.
Okay.
You can expend all 4 of those advantages if you wish to heavily damage one of the Raider-class 2 corvettes, which would make it 1 more severe damage away from being destroyed.
I mean, sure.
That's an
Why not?
option. Or you could
Yeah,
break them apart. You could pass out boosts. You could do any of those types of
There
things if
are
you want.
other options. Okay.
Yeah, I think let's go with the damage to the ship.
Okay.
So.
All right. Perfect. So, as the TIE fighters are zooming around and gaining a little bit of an advantage or flanking these droid vessels, you see a few of the droid vessels just exploding as you guys are kind of impatiently waiting for your opportunity to sneak up on these vessels. I would think Raven is probably getting really tense right now because she's just watching things happen. She's not able to, like, get her head in the game. Some of the Mandalorians behind her are
I'll
probably
take
feeling the
conflict
same.
for that. Yeah, I'll take conflict for
Conflict?
that.
All right, you take a conflict point. There you go. Because now you're starting to see that the TIE fighters are gaining advantage. You're seeing that the Raider classes are getting into their close range weapons are getting into range of that Acclimator-class star vessel that you guys restored, and it just like blaster fire just starts pummeling this thing from the Raider classes and the Star Destroyer. Just green, orange blasters just flashing through the sky, explosions happening. Then you see again one of these droids starts spinning out of control, smashes into a couple other vessels, and then all of a sudden this bright blue flash fires from the Star Destroyer, and it goes right towards the Acclimator-class ship. And you watch as it just explodes into 2 pieces. And that despair means your Acclimator class has been totally destroyed. But you can see that
Who was on it?
before that happened, one of the Raiders took a few heavy hits from the Acclimator's cannons. And also you guys have that makeshift turbo laser that's shooting in space as well. Gets a direct hit on one of the Raider-class corvettes, and you can see that there's flame bursting out from one side of it, and it appears to be heavily damaged. So, the main shipyard part, the Acclimator, has been heavily damaged during this part of the battle, and they actually pull up into the shipyard without much resistance. It only takes them 20 minutes to get through this part of the battle. So meaning you guys are down to your 4 hours. You still have to hold them off for the other parts of the mass combat. But now, seeing that the Blood Ambition has made its way kind of into the shipyard, Raven, you see your opportunity.
Just as a note, Dran has a luck point and Tizo has player inspiration.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go. Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, chat. Make sure you guys take note of that so you can use that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Luck point basically means you get to re-roll any dice roll. And player
Alright.
inspiration
inspiration again?
means is an upgrade. Free upgrade to
Upgrade,
any
cool.
check, yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
All right. I will try and stealth in.
Alright. Everybody's
While we're flying in, I'm gonna try to meditate too. I'm just sitting there like trying to become one. If I have
Okay,
enough
so-
time.
okay.
What's my dice pool on this one?
What was your previous stealth check? Is it in the roll 20 up there?
Let me check.
Should be near the end there somewhere.
Was it the piloting planetary check?
It might be the piloting check, yeah.
2 success and 5 advantage was the roll.
Yeah.
The
Let's
ending
do
roll of
we're gonna do since you're getting so close, I'm gonna increase the difficulty by 1 on this. So it's gonna be 3 purple dice.
3 purple dice.
Yeah, and it'll be a piloting planetary check to see how well you can make this approach.
Okay, so it's. Is there any upgrades or boosts on this one?
Well, there is the upgrade from all your
One-
advantages.
one up-
Yeah, you have 1 upgrade. So yeah,
Okay, hang on.
and you can always take a
My one
destiny
with the
point
universe seems to
to.
work.
Yeah, what's one with the universe do? Does it add another upgrade?
It's once per session, meditate, then perform this action. Make an astrogation check. If successful, add a light force pip to all force power checks in the next encounter.
Oh, okay. So it's for force powers.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Dran meditating,
planet-
focusing in on the force to guide and help him and his companions.
Yep.
This is space, yeah.
A lot's riding on Dran for this. This is a promotion in the wing.
Yeah.
mean-
Yeah.
This could be a promotion.
They told me it could be.
From sub vice commander to assistant to the commander.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh.
Very nice,
Legit.
Raven.
Nice one, Christy.
Raven, pulling up, you feel like there's this moment where you're kind of cruising up behind and you use some of the debris in the debris field to kind of cruise around and easily hide yourself from any of the TIE fighters that seem to be buzzing around. There's one moment where you're like, might have been seen, and you just keep on kind of pushing forward, and you don't see on your sensors any TIE fighters like catching on to you guys. And Raven, you approach the rear of the Blood Ambition, and I think it's Harden was with you, I believe. She was the one that was going to do the
Yes.
computers checks.
Oh yeah, the
Lyra,
hacking.
Yep.
Find her character sheet
Post
here.
that skills, computer hacking.
Lyra Harden. And as you guys get closer, she gets out this. It kind of looks like kind of like a cyber deck type thing. She like pulls it out from a bag and like sets it next to the computer systems of the Phoenix and kind of patches in with a cable to the computer systems of the Phoenix. She puts this thing over her ear and then rotates this thing down, and there's this little like holographic almost like screen in front of her eyes, and she starts kind of punching in numbers on this little cyber deck thing, and she's like, I think this is the part where I come in. And then she starts like typing, and she's going to try to engage us, and she's like, you know what, I think I got an idea. I'm going to try to make this seem like a computer glitch. So I'm going to open the door about 40% of the way, and then I'm going to make it shut immediately. So that means we got a split second to get through that door before it starts crashing back down. Can you do that for us? She looks at Raven.
Yeah, if anyone can, I can.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
Pull up.
And she
All right.
looks at it and she's just like, this is where the fun begins. Starts typing. And now she's going to make a computers check.
I'm just curious. Could we use a destiny point to help her with this check, or
Of course you
is
can.
that just for us?
No, you can do that
I
too.
mean, what does everybody think about that? I think.
Yeah, I
that's
think
because
Do
we
it.
get
Destiny
this
on our
door
side.
open.
No, we need this door. This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
the bane of all existence in RPG games is doors.
Doors. Yeah, immediately the door closes on the Phoenix. It explodes. The session's over.
Yeah. You flipped over a Destiny point.
Did you flip over Destiny for us?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you got it. So that means an upgrade is going to take place. So there's an upgrade there, and this is going to be a hard computers check. So it's going to be 3 purple dice. But she has
Do it.
a computer 3 with intellect. So that means she has 3 yellows and a green. The upgrade will make it 4 yellows. So we're going to go ahead and roll that and see how she does. 3 successes. She is successful. She goes ahead and she starts to patch those in, and you guys watch the rear hatch of this Star Destroyer begin to open slowly. And that cues Raven in, and she sees it. She kind of punches it through. Go ahead and make a piloting check for me. This is going to be against... this is going to be 3 purple dice.
So
Alright.
let me get this straight. Like, this garbage chute is larger than our ship?
Yeah.
It is, yes.
I thought we were going to be, like, crawling through a tube.
No. It's if you remember when Han Solo did it, it's kind of like big pieces of trash would be dumped out here, like old spaceships and things of that nature. Using Destiny?
Using all I said.
All
Yep.
right.
And Darth Vader's gun.
Hey there,
Hey.
monochromatic in the
Hey.
chat. It's good to see you.
Wow.
Yes, success. So, Raven, you're quickly punching it, and you get to the sweet spot right when the door is like it's 40%, and then immediately you guys start to notice the door begin to close as you're sailing underneath it into this what would in essence be kind of like a docking bay, but it's this open space where the open chamber kind of deal where they just throw a bunch of trash, and when the door releases and the airlocks release, it just sends everything out into space. Space junk is what it becomes in essence, you know.
Wasteful.
Yeah. Till it either orbits around a planet for a while and then becomes a meteorite or something like that, you know.
Somewhere out there, there is a trash ball the size of Alderaan.
That's right. That's right. So you guys pull in. The door begins to close behind you. What would that one advantage be spent on, Raven, do you think?
When I deploy the landing gear, it's a nice soft landing. Like there's
Ooh.
no
hiccups.
hiccups. There's no
Oh.
noise. It's like this, like it's butter. It's the smoothest landing.
One of the Mandalorians under his mask from behind there is like, wow, that's impressive.
I know.
And then another one's like, Cad Solus can't land that nice.
Mm-mm.
Mando shade.
That's
Was
right.
Cat on the acclimator?
Cad is on the
Flying,
Bastion.
He's on the bastion
out
Bastion,
there, out
man.
there fighting the TIE fighters right now.
on his new ship.
Good luck. I think he's part of my battle meditation. I think.
Lyra,
Yeah.
Lyra Harden looks at all of you and she's like, okay, I'm staying here. I'll cover things on the back end. I wasn't able to bypass any alert systems to the bridge from this door. I made it look like a glitch, but there's no guarantees they won't send somebody to check it out.
Right.
We should be able to
Gotcha.
handle it.
Are we dressed like stormtroopers?
I don't think so.
I don't think you guys
It's
ever
going
did.
in.
Sneaking in.
You guys also
Yeah.
have 4
think
Mandalorians
one-
with
We
you in
also have
armor.
Mandalorians with us. So
I
it's
think
like, yeah.
one of the possible plans was for us to come in through the front door and go,
Gotcha,
"Oh,
gotcha.
hi, fellow troopers.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going
Perfect.
with you?" But we discarded that plan.
Yeah, that was one of the plans.
Perfect. I polish my rank insignia a little bit. This is gonna be fun.
Just gonna put some darker
New
music on here.
question.
As you guys are
We
inside.
can like this area that we've landed in is like an airlock, right? So like we can breathe if we leave the ship, correct?
Yeah, the door has sealed
Okay.
and the airlocks are in place. So yeah, you can leave the
Cool.
ship. Yeah. So yeah, it's up to you guys now. What would you guys like to do?
I guess I'm exiting the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Looking
releasing.
for a way. Yep.
Yeah, there is a door on the far side of the chamber. There's multiple doors. There's some that look larger, as if to put if they have to bring in larger junk to set in here. It's like almost like a garage door type thing. And then they got smaller doors, smaller man doors in here. It's probably like 3 man doors and 2 garage doors, like on the far side. It's a pretty big chamber.
Don't suppose Lyra can get us a schematic or anything.
It's like I can try, but
Risky?
it would be risky. I mean, I'd basically be patching into their main computer network. And if they're already seeing glitches happening across their system, they probably got somebody actively looking for anything.
Maybe we just go feel it out.
I mean, they've got to have defense systems against computer hacking. I mean, especially if you're
Oh, I'm sure.
putting an assault on like this.
Yeah.
I would think they'd be smart enough to cover their tail on the back end.
Well,
Yeah,
government
pretty-
computers, you never know.
Yeah, pretty. All right.
All right, let's carry on with our mission.
Okay. So Raven releases the doors of the Phoenix. They lower down to the boarding ramp, so you guys can get down off of the ship. It's pretty clean in here. They've already dumped their trash, so it's not full of trash. You guys are pretty much the only piece of machinery in here right now.
Oh, that makes me nervous. All right, I'm gonna go find one at the door.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you make your way to the door. There's a simple kind of button system next to it. Just a
Does it seem like it's locked?
you go to kind of press some buttons. Immediately you press a button, bloop, it beeps and it goes and just opens up into a hallway.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right. That's good.
Is there anyone in the hallway?
You want to take Tiso kind of peers out this way, then turns around and peers out this way. It seems rather empty. It's very
Okay.
cool, very
Who wants to
cool,
lead?
very
I
quiet.
I suggest Raven and Tizo take the lead. Dran and I will stay in the middle, and our other Mandalorian friends can bring up the rear.
Looks for me.
On
All right, move out.
On your roll 20, I put a image up on what this kind of hallway
Nice.
looks like in here, what it looks like inside a Star Destroyer, just to give you an idea of what the
Oh,
halls
yeah.
look like.
Lee.
I am
Check
going
my
to,
blaster.
as I'm walking, going to have one side of my lightsaber ignited, just because if we're spotted, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Just so I can reflect any lights, shots or anything
Okay.
that we might not see.
Yeah, and Dran, you would know based on your previous study of the schematics whenever you guys were down on Foundry 4, during an attack like this, most of the troops are going to be moved to the front of the vessel because they're probably preparing to, make their attack or
Oh,
get
yeah.
into TIE fighters and stuff like that. So that you guys came through the back, this is the place of, least resistance. So, which would explain why the hallways are so quiet on this side. But you anticipate you're probably a few levels down from the bridge. So you have to find the elevator systems to be able to make your way up, or some type of ladder or stairs or whatever you can find to get yourself up a few floors.
I'm definitely gonna look for the ladder option.
Okay.
The
Yeah, it could be an
least
awkward elevator
detectable
ride.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
You're in the elevator. Well, I've heard this song before.
I've heard a much better version of the song.
Okay, so if you guys are looking for a ladder option, I would say that you would make a. Let's see, what would be a good check for this?
Ladder check.
Ladder check.
Ladder check. We need a ladder check.
It's a new skill.
Ladders.
A custom
New
skill.
skill: find ladders. I have 5 ranks in that. Let's call this. I would say this is either going to be perception or vigilance. I will let you choose. And anybody can make the roll if you want. I know Raven said specifically that she was looking for ladders, but if anybody would like to either help her or make a different roll for something else, you are.
I think I'm kind of concentrating on
I'll
my battle
help.
meditation.
Okay.
I'll help since I'm also in the lead with Raven.
All right. So 1 blue boost. How many purple die?
This is going to be 2 purple die.
Okay. Vigilance, go.
Nice. All right. So you are successful at finding a shaft near the elevators. It looks like an emergency shaft that's made for when elevators do go down or get or have some kind of issues, technical issues that stop them from working. There is a ladder shaft that leads up near there. So you're able to successfully find them. What about the 2 advantages? What would you use those on?
Any suggestions, boys?
That our Mando friends would, kind of like, fan out, slice the pie, and keep a good lookout.
All right,
the
yeah.
pie. Yep. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
tactical term.
Watch your back.
Awesome. Watching the backs? Yeah, perfect. The problem with the ladders is it's a tight space, and you guys are gonna have to kind of go single file and one at a time as you guys climb ladders. So
All right.
it's up to you guys what your plan would be going forward. Who would go first? Who would blaze the trail, so to speak, and who would bring up the rear?
First, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Depending on how far this is, like upwards, I could just jump it too.
Show
Go
off.
up.
You just like hold ladder and go, yeet.
Yeah, I don't know how far like ladder shaft this is, but
It's like that thing in American Ninja Warrior where they have to climb the walls. Like they
gotta stick their
arms
and
out
legs out to the side.
That's it.
Oh, it's like that. Oh.
Tizo just does that a bunch of times and he's up there. Okay, so Tizo's gonna go first.
I'll go up first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go up first.
So Tizo, you make your way,
I'll go.
and you eventually get to an area that has an airlock door that seems to have this kind of like knob that just like shifts to one side to unlock and slides open. The problem is, as you get to it, you hear voices on the other side of the door. You can't hear what they're saying because the door is so thick and heavy. It just sounds like a bunch of trumpet, 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 trumpet.
I will like over the comm system, kind of like whisper quietly. There's sounds behind the door.
Thoughts on sending the Mandos up the elevator, and we come out the airlock door when they don't see it.
So the Mandos would be a distraction. It could be very dangerous for them.
Or we just
I'll kind of whisper up the shaft. Tizo, do you think is there any small objects you could shift around up there to distract, and then we can come up the shaft and surprise.
I don't know. Is there? Because I can't see through this door, though, right? Like
Mm-mm.
it's completely.
There's no windows.
I'm just wondering. I just wondered if like you could like send out like just like a
to be able to see.
pulse,
No,
Or
I
pulse
don't
sonar.
know
of-
those things.
a pulse of like force energy to just move any random things.
Unfortunately,
not
no. I
nailed
have to be
down.
able to see it. I mean, I can just open the door and just
Kill them.
yeah.
Peekaboo.
Yeska and the Mandalorians hear something down the hallway of this base floor that you're at.
Oh no.
It sounds like wheels on the ground.
What are those little droids?
Is it a mouse droid?
You haven't seen it yet. You're not sure. That's all it sounds like. So it's up to you guys what you choose to do.
All right, let's just bless
Please
them.
all just go. Just go.
Teaser, just
Okay.
go.
I will open the door. I'm
Okay.
ready to fight whatever's
Surprise!
behind it.
Okay, you open the door and you
Surprise,
immediately
mother.
you immediately
Children!
see
Oh, no!
three Imperial Navy men who are they're kind of dressed in that all black and they have that awkwardly huge black helmet on. If you remember what those guys
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like, there's three of them standing there and they just
Helmet
turn
is
their
so
head
big.
and you still have your lightsaber engaged, right? Like you never.
Well, if I was climbing a ladder, probably not. But
Okay.
if I was on a platform before opening the door, then yes, definitely.
Yeah. There's a little platform that you can stand on, but
Then,
only
yeah,
like
I
one
would
person
definitely
could
would've
probably
been
ever
ignited.
stand there. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
so you just open the door and there's three guys and they're just standing there and they look over and they're like, what?
Hello there.
And they immediately like reach for weapons. Okay. Okay. Here's what I need everybody to do. I would like everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. And since Tizo, you pretty much decided what you were going to do, you guys can roll your cool check because you guys know this is coming. These guys are surprised, so they will roll vigilance.
Cool.
Unexpected initiative is so much better than my prepared one.
Same.
That is my one gripe on Star Wars, the game system.
Yeah.
Is it tends to be that most people's vigilance is higher than their cool rating, which I don't.
Oh, my cool's way better.
My vigilance is terrible.
My vigilance.
Because I got 3 green and a yellow for my cool, but 2 yellow
Oh,
for
damn.
my vig.
Okay, these guys are rolling vigilance. I need 1, 2, 3. And I need to... the Mandalorians, basically what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to make them a minion group. So that
Super
way...
minions.
So that way it doesn't take
Super
too much...
minions.
I don't want it to take too much away from you guys. So I'm going to put them as a PC, but I'm going to put them as a PC minion group. So I'm going
Alright.
to roll... cool for them is actually pretty good. So I'm just going to roll 1 for them.
Whoa.
Yeah. They rolled insane.
Dang.
Whoa.
And we'll put them in descending order. They definitely helped your initiative.
Mandos are
there.
so cool.
Yeah. So, wait, that 2-4's got to go up above. And that 1-3 goes up above that, and that 1-2 goes up above that. I think I got. Does that look situated to everybody? Can you guys see the whole turn order there?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, looks good. All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's put on some fighting music now. As Tizo.
Them's
Yeah.
fighting.
Tizo pulled an Obi-Wan on us. Hello there.
Yeah.
course, I have
General Kenobi.
All right. So we have a PC that gets to go first. Any PC
I'm
can
up
go.
here.
I would assume it would be you.
Right there, yeah, it seems.
I would say, well, who did somebody
No,
else?
I'm gonna
did
take
somebody-
it from
now,
him and
This
take
is
it.
basically 3 floors that Tizo's gone up. So I'm assuming that a couple other people have gone a little bit up the ladder.
I'm right behind him.
Right behind him?
Yeah, I thought that we
I
would
think
just go.
I'd be right after
Okay.
Yeska, I think.
So
Okay. I'm going to say that probably the Mandalorians were still down at the bottom floor because they were the ones that heard the droid coming, I'll say.
Yeah.
Just to keep that there as well. Alright, so yeah, if you want to go, Tizo. In essence, what you got in front of you is a minion group of these fellows. And it doesn't
Gotcha.
appear that they had time to do anything. They haven't even pulled out their weapons.
Okay, sorry, I have to read some of my skills really quickly. Because I get a quick strike, so that's 1 blue boost. Because they haven't acted yet.
Oh.
Oh, that's scary. And you're still under battle meditation. 2 successes.
Hey, remember,
Okay.
Tizo's
That's good to know.
Tizo's one that you don't. Tizo is the one that me as the GM does not want to go first. 'Cause he hits hard
I'm
on
also
that
going
first
to have-
strike.
I'm also going to use an essential kill. When making a non-gunnery combat check, the character may add force no greater than force rating, so that's going to be 4. The character may spend force to add advantage or 3 to add a triumph to the results. So I'm going to do that. And that's also just an incidental, just like the one thing. And then I'm assuming I'm right next to these people.
Yes, you definitely took him by surprise.
Cool.
you just cut the ship in half.
And then I'm going to use a saber swarm maneuver, which I suffer 1 strain to make my next lightsaber agility check. This turn has the linked quality equal to my force rating, so that's going to be a link of 4.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is
so
going to be
what
a
difficulty?
real bad day for these Imperial Navymen. Difficulty is just 2 purple because
Okie dokie.
My goodness.
you're just engaged with them, so that's it.
I get 2 successes guaranteed from the force battle meditation,
meditation.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Cool. And then I'll add 2 more advantages.
But I can't heal.
I'll add 2 more advantages with the 2 white force die, so that's 4 advantages. So I'll activate the link quality to hit it 4 times.
I think you
So,
have to
that's-
activate it per time. So like you have to have as many advantages to activate it each time. You know what I mean? So like if you have linked 4,
Oh, really?
you have to spend 2 advantages to get a second hit, plus 2 more advantages to get a
Oh.
third hit, plus 2 more advantages to get a 4th hit.
Okay. Well, then
So
I'll
it's
spend
the
the
first roll
4
that determines
advantages
the number of links. Is that what
to
you're
do
saying?
it 3 times then.
Right. Yeah, so
Is
you have
that
to
right?
roll more advantages to get to
Gotcha.
up to that point. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, I will activate link 3 then.
Okay.
So 11. So 33 damage total.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn, it's like a
cool.
ship.
I didn't even see the dice roll.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, because if I didn't
Like
have
a
the 2
bloody
extra-
lawnmower.
Oh, 33
If
damage.
I didn't have the 33 damage, if possible, I don't know if this is gonna kill all of them. I just want to make sure I keep 1 alive, if possible.
Okay, with 33 damage, you can make a good effort to keep 1 alive. You're going to destroy all
Alright.
3 of them with 33 unsoakable damage.
Okay.
So did you spend all your advantages then? So all your
yes, I
advantages?
spent all my advantage.
Okay, go ahead and describe how
So
you
you're
take
killing
these
all
3
three?
down. You can take them down.
I after saying hello there, I kind of roll forward, quickly like upward slash the first guy, and then not just because I'm reckless. Don't really think about the not killing to get information from these guys, which that's what Derek wanted to do. I just quickly make 2 more slashes on the other 2 people, and they just fall to the ground.
Fall to the ground. That's when
Yeah.
you notice down the hall, because you were standing like in the
Oh.
like edge. You ran out, you attack these guys, you look down the hall, there's another set of 3 on that side, and you look over your shoulder and there's another set of 3 behind you down the hall.
Hello, everybody. Awkward.
Oh.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
This is awkward.
Keep one of them alive, you know?
Okay, so what group of naval officers was that? That would have been the first naval officers I rolled, so that's the one success group. So I'm gonna remove
So,
them
Michael, I
from.
definitely think I should have taken conflict from that, from being so reckless.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know how much you want me to take.
say, since you were also shocked by the additional enemies that you did not know were there when you jumped out, you'll take 2 conflict points
Perfect.
for your recklessness. And that ends the first PC's go. There is another PC slot that follows up right behind
Because
Tizo.
that's me, since I'm right behind him.
And also, you guys can choose when the Mandalorians go, because they're considered a PC as well. So if you need them, but currently they're 3 floors down from where all this has happened.
All right, I'm going to come into the hallway and take aim to the ones to the left.
Okay, it would take
So that's the
it would take a maneuver to get to the hallway, because you were still technically on the ladder. So it would be one maneuver there. So if you're gonna aim, you would have to suffer 2 strain if you wanted to aim.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that.
So I had a quick question about the layout of this. It's like, is this like we've come up a shaft and then there's like some elevator doors, or are we coming up through like a Mario-like tube in the
Almost
floor?
like a tube, but it's not in the floor; it's in the wall. Imagine like a
Okay.
tube that's like halfway in the wall.
Oh,
Sort of
like
deal.
a trash chute in,
trash
or a
chute.
laundry chute in a hotel or
Yes,
something.
exactly that. Yep.
Okay.
Actually, instead of aiming, like how far am I from these Where you
Soldiers. Came out, you're looking. If you look to the right, those ones are about short range from you. If you look to your left, they're about medium range from you. So,
All right, I'll go for the short range then.
Okay.
Yep. And because they haven't acted yet, I get also an extra boost because I have. What do I have? Quick strike.
Okay.
Quick strike.
Quick strike's amazing.
All right. So what's the pool on this? Tell me, purple 2.
Short range, I believe, is 1 purple for short range if you're firing a ranged weapon.
All right. Just double checking my skills. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, boys. Hiya! Oh,
my God.
You also have 2 more successes.
Say,
Yeah.
2 more successes too.
and I also have vicious or +4 damage on short range, so
+4 damage on short range?
yes, that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 plus
20.
2,
21.
21.
Oh my gosh.
Plus
21.
Plus a triumph.
Plus a triumph.
Plus a triumph.
And you can technically crit on on 2 advantages with that gun. So what you could do is, if you wanted to, you could cash both of those in for crits, and you could annihilate all 3 of these guys in one go. Because a crit automatically kills a minion.
They're all lined up for some reason.
Like, you saw them get startled by Tizo, and Tizo's just like waving at them, and you pop out and you just start blasting down the hallway. Go ahead, take it.
Yeah,
I would say something.
I would probably shoot like the first one in the kneecap to like make him stumble into the other one, and then aim up my shot and shoot all 3 through the chest.
And with this gun, this is the disruptor. So as it goes through each one, they just turn into dust.
Oh my god.
They're disintegrated.
High five.
All right, and I believe that's all Raven can do on her turn. Bringing us to, let's see, that NPC group. Let's double check to make sure. That was the second group that rolled. So that would have been the one that was up next. but they're no longer there. So that brings us to another PC's turn.
I think I was next on the ladder, so I'll
Yep.
Yep.
pop out and
So it'll take a maneuver to
roll,
get
roll
up
to
there.
my feet.
So it'll take a maneuver to basically stand beside Raven.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll quick draw and ignite my lightsaber,
Okay.
and I'll stick next to Raven for the time being. I don't think I want to run down the hallway blindly.
Okay. Sure. You still have your action.
I guess I'll just kind of whisper to Raven, like, where are the others?
To the left.
And then
And I
I'll
will
with
kind of
my,
like take your hand
with-
and like guide you to the.
and so with my other hand, I will quick draw my dueling blaster and just send a shot downrange.
Go ahead, do it. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Yes!
It's gonna be medium range with the pistol is gonna be 2 purple dice. You have your 2 upgrades because of your blindness.
Yep.
But I'm gonna give you a blue boost because Raven is helping guide your shot.
My blaster is a short range blaster. Does that give me any other bad things for me?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think if it's short range, I don't think it will even hit these guys.
It won't?
I won't. You're out of range for that weapon.
Huh. Well, then can I just hold it as an action, so if they move up to us, then I can shoot them?
Well, I don't think there's held actions in Star Wars because the way the initiative works.
Right.
But if you wanted to,
sorry.
Another thing you could do is you could use your Forcey ability as an action if you wanted to use the Force. So you're not missing an action on your turn.
I think I'll do that.
And unless you have another Force
Fine.
ability you'd like to try to use too, because using the Force is an action as well.
No, I think I'll use my my Farsight.
There you go. I think you just roll your Force dice for that.
Gotta clear my pool real quick. Sorry, it's like on the bottom of my page.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a point of conflict and flip a destiny point if it's all right with y'all.
You got it. You got it.
Oh yeah.
Also suffer a point of strain too as you use that dark side.
Strain.
You're gonna just use the one, or are you gonna use both of them?
I think I only need one.
Okay, you got it. I had to ask, I had to tempt you with that dark side a little bit, or I would be a bad GM at this game. So.
All right, so now concentrating, I'm able to kind of see out through the Force, and I'm now able to kind of perceive with the kind of the hazy, red blobs where everyone is.
Excellent. Now, what's the range band on that Farsight? Is it up to medium range?
Let me check what I've got so far.
Okay.
Up to medium range, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you can see these individuals at the end of the hallway now, and they're like you described, these thermal almost looking forms down there in the distance of the hall.
And with my upgrades that I have, I can do it for 3 rounds now.
All right.
So this counts as round 1, I guess.
Yep, round 1. You got it.
Round 1.
brings
Fight.
us, so we got 2 PCs in a row. So we got the Mandalorians and we got Dran. So
I'll get up there and get out of the Mandalorian's way
okay,
because I think they're behind me on the ladder. If I recall.
they stayed down completely at the bottom. So
Can we have
Oh.
those come up?
because they were hearing the droids coming, or some kind of droid possibly coming. You guys were talking about that wheelie droid or something. So they heard that while Tizo was upstairs. So it was kind of like, but for them,
Gotcha.
if their turn could be they just get into the ladders and they start making their way up. If that's what you guys would like.
Let's let him do that. What do you guys think?
All right.
Sure, that sounds good.
Yes.
Sure. So yeah,
Cool.
you can hear the Mandalorians behind you, Dran, making their way up. And we'll say that for their turn, they get near the top, but they can't surpass you, so they're like right behind you. And that'll be their full turn this go. Bringing us to you, Dran.
Cool. All right. Hearing all the lightsabers and blasters and screaming, I'm feeling some FOMO right now, you know? Climbing up the ladder,
Get to
maneuvering
kill
up there.
everyone.
Yeah, save some for me. I'll maneuver up the ladder so I get there, get a lay of the land. Those guys are medium from me, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna take some strain to aim. Maneuver again,
Okay, yeah. You can do that.
and with the modded blaster, because Raven suit this thing up for me,
All
and then I'm gonna take a shot at them.
All right, you got it.
So this is going to be
2
So I've got
purple
a
dice.
boost from 2 purple.
2
Cool.
purple. Mhm.
And I'm just gonna fire.
All right.
okay.
look at
Nice.
that.
Okay.
So that's 13
All right.
damage with Pierce 2. So I reduced their soak by 2. Woo! Okay. So the damage that you deal is enough to drop 2 of the 3 of these guys, Dran. So you
Yeah.
can describe it for us as you take them down.
Sure. I mean, at first there's this moment of, did they leave any for me? I see all these smoking corpses and the disintegrated ashes of where Raven was. And so, but catching these guys down the hall, just kind of, just to lay down a barrage with this thing, kind of feeling it jumping, like all the kick that's in this thing after what Raven's been up to. Afterwards, I'll
Ooh,
take a
yeah.
look at it, like, wow,
It even has like
Raven, you really outdid yourself.
It even for a blaster, it has a deeper tone to the sound as well. Like this thing is hopping now. This thing is nice.
This is a
Yeah, that's
beauty.
nice tune-up. Nice tune-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with my advantage, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess could I say that I've rattled them a little bit, so the next person will have a boost on what they do.
Yeah, you could either do a boost, or you could
Or
say
basically
that one has a setback if he tries to attack somebody. So you can also do that. You could say he's rattled so bad that he's nervous and is going to have a setback on his attack. You can do either or. Your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Good point.
Do that one.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, will do. I say that because it's his turn next, and he's definitely going to try to shoot one of you. So might as well make it harder.
strat.
You know? You got it.
A humble and merciful Sith Lord.
So I try to throw you a bone here and there. All right. So this, you can tell this guy's nervous. He just watched basically this whole hallway get disintegrated. Reaches for his blaster, uses his maneuver to pull it out. Suffers 2 wounds to aim. And is gonna take a shot. So this is medium range. Actually, you know what? Instead of aiming, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna suffer his 2 wounds to take a maneuver to take cover behind some of these large metal crates that are in the hallway. So he actually takes a little bit of cover, then holds the blaster up and is gonna fire. So he's actually gonna fire at you, Dran, because the way you positioned yourself, you'd probably be the closest one.
Yeah, I'm just right there, like, with my gleaming rebel insignia. Yeah.
So he is going to add a setback die because of Dran's. Dran's got him all worked up right now. He's not in good place. But I am going
Watch
to
him take me out. Watch him one-shot me.
I am going to use a dark
say
side
that.
point and go ahead and
Yep,
give him
see?
one. I'm going to give him 1 upgrade just because I feel sorry for the guy. And he's going to fire.
Little did we know it was Bring Your Child to Work Day.
And he misses with advantage. So basically, what he's gonna do is he rattles Dran a little bit. So Dran, you're gonna have a setback die as this thing goes whizzing by your head.
Almost knocked off my cybernetic implant.
And that's it. He took cover. That's the end of his
The
turn.
circuitry's still there.
Brings us to the top of round 2 with our first PC.
So I really think we should try and take this guy, alive.
You don't want to be reckless and just
No,
slaughter.
I was.
everyone?
Are any of us good at that?
I was gonna try and knock him out with the crate if I went, but
Go, do it.
Cool. This is cool. Yeah.
I wanna use force move on the crate and just kind of like bonk him in the head with it. And hopefully it knocks him out.
Okay.
Give him a concussion. That's fine.
Like there's maybe like a crate behind him, and you just go woof.
Yeah. There's a bunch of crates in the hall. Yeah.
How force works with like the difficulty rating. The difficulty rating is determined the silhouette of the object attempting to be moved.
Okay.
Is the difficulty.
Okay.
So.
All right. I will say this is probably. I would say a silhouette 1, so we'll just go with 1 purple.
Okay. Cool.
This is probably you're probably not trying to move the
force.
most massive crate if you're just trying to knock them out. You're probably
Yeah. No. Definitely not.
Good.
No.
you don't want
and then
to
I
turn
will
them into
move
a
forward.
pancake in the middle of the hallway. That's for sure.
I will move forward, so I'm in short range
Okay.
of him because I wasn't within medium, correct?
Yep. So you kind of rush down the hallway a little bit towards him.
Cool.
You can see he's really nervous. He's got the gun out. He's looking now. He's like switching, giving his attention towards you as you're running closer, passing Dran.
All right. Well, here we go. Okay. Well,
With 2 more.
With 2 more
with
successes.
sure. I mean, the successes they don't add extra damage to it, so it doesn't really matter. It does 10 unsoakable, and
Okay.
I will use, of course, 1 white to activate the force power,
Okay.
another force point to increase the size of the thing I can lift,
Okay.
and then the third one will be the range increase.
Okay. Piece of cake. Go ahead and describe it, because you're gonna knock him out.
I will just, if there's one behind him, I will just bring it behind him and just hit him in the back of the head with that where his helmet is, and kind of like just crack the helmet a little bit.
Yes.
Because those helmets suck.
Yeah. So this, you guys watch as Tizo's like running forward. He holds his hand out, and you guys feel that rumble of the force around you, and the box lifts up from behind, and he just like pulls his hand towards himself, and the box goes and smacks into the back of this guy's head. You watch as the helmet splits slowly and falls into 2
Like an
pieces
egg.
like an egg, and he sits there and his eyes kind of drift back into his head a little bit and drapes over the box. Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna take
Hopefully
you
we can
guys.
get some information.
Let's take you guys
from
out of
this,
encounter. And we'll remove the turns
Nice.
from there, as these guys have been eliminated. Take out the take out that music. So I think you're ready to go. All right. So you knock this guy out. He's draped up over this crate. And I'm gonna say from the time you guys pulled in, all this probably took about that 20 minutes. So now basically this whole Imperial fleet from that last mass combat check is now resolved. So you guys are going to be starting to move on to that next wave, going from this point on. So basically what this does is you're starting to realize this is a great thing, but it's taking some time, and it's taking you guys out of the mass combat stuff. So you guys won't be able to help those guys out there, but you're trying to help them from doing this on the inside. So we'll see how it goes. Uh-oh, Raven's got that face.
So whose turn is it to roll?
Yeah, we can do it now, or we can keep on going with your little side quest, or if you guys want to, we can pause the side quest and we can make that mass combat check
I
right
thought
now.
that's what you meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was
No,
like the camera
no,
swipe or something.
No, basically what this means is like, basically that mass combat check we made at the beginning of the session, and this have been happening like simultaneously
At the same time.
Right. So now we're
Okay,
at the
gotcha.
point where we finally we're meeting back up, and they're about ready to move past the shipyard into like low orbit around the planet, and that's where the battle's going to start to move. And then if they get farther than that, then they make their way to the surface where the graveyard, the Clone Wars graveyard is on the surface. And then that whole sequence will take place where they start landing troops and things of that nature.
Have the Vulture droids and the Bastion engaged yet?
Yes, they've been engaged.
Okay.
I just have that all as a part of the mass combat check, just so that stuff's happening in the background. I like to focus on you guys. You guys are the heroes of the story. You guys are the stars of the show. So make sure I focus on you guys, not what's... I don't want to sit here and role play a bunch of NPCs and play the game myself the whole time. That's boring.
I mean, it gives them something to watch.
Yeah, no, if you want to.
They're on my tail. Hang in there, Chuck.
Yeah, it's
Cat
like,
needs
it's like a
too,
quick.
okay?
I'm like, hey, would you get him off my tail? Hey, I'm trying here. What is the problem? I can't believe it. Oh no, I'm hit. I'm going down.
Oh my
Six,
god, that would be
Grade
amazing.
6, pull up, grade
I would
6.
love to see this one time. I'd love to see this happen one time.
What?
Like a one-person stream.
One person stream, role playing every character.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking love it.
Hang in there, kid. I'm coming to get you.
I will. Does anybody have any rope or
Space rope?
any
Yeah.
handcuffs or something that we could tie this individual up with? I have climbing cord, but that's kind of rough. But
I think that's all we got.
I think that's the
If-
best option.
If
we've
only
got.
we had picked up some manacles from the planet
Right.
before we came here.
Do
so yeah,
they
I
have
will-
any?
Oh, you
Do
need
the stormtroopers have any?
You need manacles? One of the Mandalorians says.
we have captured an individual. Yes, that they would be definitely helpful.
Oh, here, I have these.
Of course.
Then another one goes.
Oh,
Another,
manicle.
What?
another
Or
one.
like I'll feel them like. Why
Another
They're
are
one's
they
not work
fuzzy?
issued.
Why,
Yeah,
why do
this-
you have the
Why are
fuzzy
they
manacles?
These are
Fuzzy.
these are fuzzy handcuffs.
Why are they pink and fuzzy? Yes,
Just
they're
gonna
just
write-
like, wait, these
Just
don't
gonna
feel
write
like-
that one down. Fuzzy cuffs. 9:20.
Yeah, it
So
seems like
I'm
like
still
these.
unconscious.
It seems like these the mechanical these manacles seem to be standard issue with these Mandalorians. They all seem to have some.
Sad.
We'll take this guy's arms and put him behind his back and handcuff him before we wake him up, and then I kind of just sit him against the side of a wall,
Okay.
kind of smack him awake a little bit. I step back. I'm definitely not gonna be the one talking to this guy.
Yes, guy.
Who are you?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Please calm down.
Calm down.
Yes, you're so excited. Please.
I'm cuffed and I feel like my head really hurts. Like
I know. I understand the feeling.
it really.
Look, I
What
hate to be an
What
inconvenience.
did
but
you do to my helmet?
And I'll just put my finger up against his mouth.
You broke my helmet.
Look, we are. Yes, it's a horrible helmet. It does not look good on you at all.
It really is.
My mom said it looked
Look,
great.
we are trying to find access to the bridge. Please help us, or unfortunately, you're going to die a very horrible death. And I kind of, hook a thumb over my shoulder at Dran and go, he does not like you very much. It's okay. I like you.
And if,
I-
and if you die, your mother will never see you again.
Exactly.
I don't want to die. want to see Momma again. Why,
No one.
why is that one looking
Look,
at me?
give
with that
up
big
all
old
this
eye?
imperial nonsense. All
Well,
of this stuff is not for you.
your friend is really creeping me out.
Honestly, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I have to be with him all the time. But look, hey, let's be friends here. I tell you what, if you help us get into the bridge, we'll let you go. It's no problem.
Okay, really? You'll let me go?
Of course. Cross my hearts.
There's honor here.
Well, he looks around at the floor. He sees two of his dead companions laying over there. One of them still going from the recent wound that Dran gave him. He looks down the hall and sees pieces of lightsaber chopped up individuals down the hall. He sees piles of dust that used to be in the other part of his patrol.
So, like, I think I still have, like, just a little bit of my sight left. Let's say, like, maybe a minute.
Sure.
And so, like, I can see, like his, like, heat is just, like, going crazy, just, like, pulsing. And, like, I can, like, even, like, almost hear his heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you where the bridge is, but after that, will you take these manacles off me so I can get out of here?
Unfortunately, that is not the risk that we can take at this time. However, we'll be able to come back and free you after we take the bridge.
You promise?
I am an honest person. I know we are dangerous people, but I am also an honest person. I will not leave you here to die. I will not leave you to keep joining these Imperial lapdogs. You don't want this. You just want a good life. You don't want to kill innocent people.
That's very true.
Where are you from? Are you from a small planet?
Originally I was from Tatooine.
This planet, it's a very harsh life there, is it not?
Well, I didn't spend too much time on Tatooine. I was just born there. But
yeah.
Hey, wait, will you do me a favor?
Sure, anything. For you, we're friends.
Do you see Joe's helmet over there?
Not really see, but we can find it.
Could you just put that on my head? I mean, I can't reach it. I got these manacles on, and my head just really, really hurts.
Look, do they have like bombs in their helmets?
I tell you what, I can give you a stim pack, but I think your communication systems in your helmets would allow you to contact people, and I don't think that's a very good idea.
No, really, I don't have any comms in my helmet. I just really like the look of it on my head, to be honest. I mean, I really don't know why you guys have such a harsh outlook with these helmets. I mean, it took me a long time to earn that helmet. I had to climb up through the ranks of wearing very, very, very poor helmets before I got to wear that helmet.
I'll look inside the helmet. Is there a comm in here?
There is indeed a comm in there.
I'm gonna try and rip that out.
Okay. Yeah, no problem with you with your gadgeteering and stuff. You find all the little cables inside of your
disconnect.
You don't hear it. You don't necessarily. You just have a sense. You hear this this sigh happens from this individual as you do that. It's like that. Well, at least I'll get the helmet.
Still want it?
I do. I very much do. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Put it on backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Hey, this isn't how this goes on.
Hey.
Ow!
His nose.
All right. The bridge, please.
Oh, yeah, it's 3 doors down on the left.
No, you would not lie to me, would you?
He looks at his dead friends. Absolutely not.
Hmm.
I'm in no position to lie to you.
And I kind of look over at where I believe Raven and Tizo are, and kind of give them a.
I'll go
Hey.
look.
Okay. He's already trying to fake me out once with the comm.
Hmm.
I'll walk down 3 doors.
Okay.
Does this look like it would lead to a bridge of sorts?
As you're walking down there, this is where we're going to pause and do a quick scene wipe. Is we're going to go to the other mass combat check for the next battleground.
Oh.
But, so, we start out with our same pool as we did before. We 2 green, with the additional 2 green because of the assets that you guys have accumulated. I believe the upgrades are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that I did see in from the phase 2 check that succeeded, or did you guys failed that check? Never mind. Hold on, the second one.
We
failed.
had advantage and a despair.
Yep.
Okay.
And the acclimator.
But the Corvette took extra damage, so it's like on its last leg.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
so you have to remove one of your green dice from the beginning of your pool because of your failed check on the last one.
Yeah.
So it's going to decrease your ability by 1. And
Well, actually, if I remember it right, because of the battle meditation, didn't we have 2 successes?
I think we're treating them as upgrades on this instead of successes.
Okay.
It's not really like a normal fight.
Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah, we're treating him as an
how many
upgrade.
purple?
It's 5 purple, upgraded
purple?
3 times.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
Got that.
you guys also get this benefit. Because you are now maneuvering into the upper atmosphere of Xorrn, you're getting some cover from clouds. And the cover adds a blue boost to your mass combat check. That you're able to maneuver around the clouds.
Okay.
Oh, everybody just froze.
No, I was reading one more thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's everything
Okay.
for this 3rd mass combat check.
Come on, Christy, hit us with it.
Whoa!
Hey!
Oh!
Success!
Oh!
All right. So if the PCs succeed, so
If, and that's a big if.
what? Now you guys, your characters can't see this, but you guys are also open on the comm link, so you can hear the chatter that's going back and forth. Some of the chatter that you guys going through is the TIE fighters start breaking off, and they're stopping making these like attack runs and moving the other vessels around. They start releasing drop ships from the Blood Ambition. And the TIE fighters begin doing escort runs down to the surface of these drop ships. During that time, as you guys are listening on the comms, you hear Cad Solus come on, and he's like, not so fast, guys. And you can hear some chatter going on back and forth, and Cad Solus destroys 3 of the TIE fighters that are escorting one of these drop ships, and takes out one of the drop ships on its way down to the surface, taking out any of the stormtroopers that were on it are now basically just ash as he disintegrates them in space. Now, all this is happening very fast, and it's happening during what you guys are currently doing. So as you guys are focusing on what you're doing, you're hearing this in the background. So the Imperial forces will be reduced by 50 stormtroopers and 3 scout speeder bikes for any of the additional encounters that were currently on those drop ships that were exploded. And
do you have an estimated population of these stormtroopers? Like, what is their strength?
Well, you guys estimated that this vessel could carry, what, 1,200 troops?
Yeah.
Right.
That was your estimated number. You don't know how many they actually have or brought, but you can assume that if they're going to come attack a place, they're probably going to be at full capacity.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You guys would have known that information ahead of time anyway, so. So also, we're going to decrease the difficulty to our Phase 4 mass combat check because of that success. And you hold them back 40 more minutes. So you guys are down to it'd be 3 hours and 20 minutes until the Armada arrives. Is it?
So they haven't landed yet, like they're entering in the atmosphere.
They're in low
Correct?
orbit. They haven't landed yet, but they're starting to send drop ships down. Like they're trying to get their troops down to the ground so they can get a rallying point ready to where they can launch a full assault on Foundry 4. And that's the end of that orbital battleground check. So we're going to do our quick scene wipe. And we go back to Tizo, who is headed down to the 3rd door on the left here in this hallway on the Blood Ambition. And you guys can feel the Blood Ambition is starting to change its trajectory a little bit. And it looks like it's starting to kind of slow down and get to a spot in space where it's just going to kind of get into park mode. As you guys are making your way, you can hear the blasters like going off outside and explosions happening, but it's really nullified in here. Tizo, you make your way to that door. Anything in particular you want to do, or are you just going right for it?
Well, like, does it look like a
Like, does it say bridge?
is there any signs, or I mean, like, is this like a big door? Is this like a small door to like a bathroom?
Yeah,
or
it looks
something?
like
You know,
a
that-
rather
like,
large
is there
door,
any-
and matter of fact, there is a sign next to it that does say bridge.
I will give it a thumb up to everybody else.
It's at that point, like as Tizo's looking back down the hall, and you give the group a thumbs up. The rest of the group sees this before you do, Tizo, because you're facing them. But behind Tizo, all of a sudden you guys see this small droid just zing around the corner on the other side of the door, and it starts beeping, and it's scooting up towards Tizo. It actually looks like this. I'll show you an image of what it looks like. I think I have a handout ready.
Out of character, remind me, like, the party question, GM question.
Mhm.
When we get on the bridge, we were trying to disable their computers, right?
I believe.
Oh, it's
to
a-
use it.
Evil
It's a-
R2.
Oh,
That's a, yeah. So it basically, if you've seen the movies, it looks like R2-D2 just painted different colors, and it's coming up towards T-Zone. It's beeping at him. I'm terrible at droid sounds. I apologize.
If it gets right up to me, I'm just gonna stab it because I'm assuming that it can like relay information to the bridge.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's coming up to you. You want to stab
I
it?
will stab it.
Okay, make an
Yeah.
attack roll against it. 2 purple
Oh, God.
dice.
Okay.
You just killed our new pet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. You know. technically, is this do I get my quick strike?
Yeah.
Is it acted?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it hasn't acted. It's just coming up to you beeping. It hasn't really done anything else other than that.
Help! I just
R2
escaped.
scream noise.
What if the spy's in there?
Oh, oh triumph. What would you like to do?
Crit it twice.
You're going to crit it twice?
Yes.
Is that what you're going to do?
No. I mean, can I like somehow use the triumph to? Maybe the droid was trying to open the door or something, and me stabbing it made him open it up faster, or something. I don't know.
Well, the droid wasn't going for the
Assuming the
door;
bridge
it
is-
was going for you. So,
No, make-
Can me stabbing the droid like activate the door somehow?
that's pushing the limits of a triumph, I think.
Yeah,
there, Derek.
figure it would be, yeah.
We win. That's what happens.
I will just crit the droid twice.
Crit the droid twice. Okay, yeah. So you guys watch. Tizo turns around really quick. You guys are still like medium way down the hallway as you see this all happen. Split second, lightsaber out, and you just hear, and it goes really. It makes its legs like kind of in line itself, and then goes onto the ground, and it just has a massive hole in the middle of it, and it's going. It's no longer beeping.
So
What
out
did
of
that droid
character
do to you?
The out of character question. Did I get an answer on that?
What
Wasn't it that we were going to use to try and take control of the bridge and then use the like guns
Yeah.
against
Oh,
the
right.
other
Okay.
Star Destroyers? Wasn't that it?
Well, I think
Yeah.
Because the
I think
turbo
that was-
lasers,
I
the
think that
tractor
was our
beam, the
plan.
sensors, like all this stuff was on different generators. And we're like, oh, if we just get to the bridge, we can control
Right.
everything from there,
Yeah, we can just turn all that stuff off.
rather
That's
than
right.
dealing with the generator.
That's right, Ink. I don't know how to do the R2 scream noises. Wow! Something like that.
Grant, do you think you can get in? I mean, I can just push the button and see if the door opens, but I don't think that's going to work.
You
It
need to
does.
be ready.
It does have some kind of what looks to be some kind of scanner on the door pad next to it.
See if
Oh,
any
we
of them
can
have a
go better.
badge. Yeah, see if any of them have a key card.
Who you looking to get a key card from?
The guy
Anyone.
that we
One of them
killed.
dead.
Anyone that's
not
disintegrated.
Captured.
The disintegrated ones, you don't find anything on them. They're just a pile of ash.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Little
other-
did we know he was the one that had the card. Thanks, Raven.
The other ones do have cards on them. They have cards on them. It looks like they have like a little image of themselves on it. And
Do they have those like little code sticks? That's what I figured out what those were. It's like I wondered my whole life, like why do all these Imperial officers have these like so many pens in
Oh,
their
yeah.
pockets? And
It's like
I looked it up on their code sticks, so they're like for opening doors and stuff.
yeah, they probably have a couple of those on them too. Yeah.
I will bend down to the guy that we have captured. Does any of these open up the door to the bridge?
No, we don't have that kind of access. We're not officers.
How would we get inside those blast doors?
Well, you'd have to have an officer's clearance.
Well, it's gonna take a while. My party's gonna cut through it.
How are you gonna cut through?
Reckless.
Well,
Well,
hold on,
Ignite my
Tizo.
lightsaber.
No.
Hold on just one moment, please.
Oh, sure.
Perhaps we can use this stormtrooper, and he can try to gain access to the bridge, and he can pretend there's something wrong with his comms, and they will open up to let him in.
I'm going to calm the woman that's sitting in our ship currently.
Lyra?
Yeah,
Lyra.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Lyra.
Okay.
Do you think you can try and hack in? We're at the bridge door, but we can't get it open. And at this point, we're gonna get noticed.
Oh, they probably already know we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot, but if I screw it up, I'll probably set off an alarm and they'll put the whole place on lockdown. Might only have one
We're like
shot
2
at it.
seconds away from that anyway, so might as well.
All right.
Let's all prepare ourselves to enter the bridge.
Didn't we
So
bring
I'll-
explosives too?
Yeah, you guys have explosives.
Yes, that's what I was also asking. Yes, we have explosives.
Yeah, that
Blow
have
the
Try
door.
to blow
remote.
the door open.
Yeah, so perhaps
You know what?
if
Never
the
mind, hold
perhaps
that
if
thought. Hold that thought. We're gonna blow this door open. What the fuck? Yeah, let's cancel that.
I open my coat and you see this like
See my wares?
like on my military coat and I've got all these like C4 things dangling from it. It's like, let's go.
So you guys are gonna try to blow the door open?
Yes.
Okay. How,
Heck
many,
yeah.
Take
how,
cover.
how many of these explosives are you attaching to the door?
How many did you give me? I forget.
You guys
All of
had
them,
up to, well, they had 28 of them.
Oh.
I think we took 10.
Yeah, I think we.
You took 10.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Right. So
And I think they
Let's
have like
not-
four
They're
remotes,
shaped
so
charges, right?
they're
the
sh-
shape
yeah,
charges.
yeah, basically what
Let's
they do is
try-
they
let's
target,
do
like if you
5.
attach it, it's going to blow towards whatever it's attached to. So it's gonna.
Yeah.
I think we brought them for doors, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or we were gonna blow the ship up, but we couldn't figure out how to do that.
Let's try 5. Let's not use all of our resources.
Okay. I'm gonna attach 5 to it.
Yeah, you never know. We could always use some more.
Okay.
We could always just attach one to a
it a
bad
lot?
guy and
Right.
blow it up.
Whoever would like to make it, I need a mechanics check from somebody. But whoever makes the check will be able to have help from their teammates, so you will be able to get to add as many boost die as whoever's helping you.
It's not me, so
Not me.
Mechanics, that would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually, you know
I will
what?
help.
I probably
Would this be mechanics? Yeah.
I probably accidentally stick them to a bulkhead or something by mistake.
There's no like explosive, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's not like a skill for that. I just didn't know if skullduggery was a better choice for this, but I don't think it is. Skullduggery is more like,
Sneaking.
yeah, sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
Let's we'll go ahead and we'll go with it mechanics. And if Raven's making the check, you'll have 3 boosts because it seems like all of your teammates are helping you on this check. And it's
Cool.
only going to be a difficulty of 2 purple dice. But I am
Alright.
going to use a dark side point, and I'm going to upgrade once. It's because I haven't used too many of them this session. I want to use them up.
Right back at you.
Yeah, I was like, Kristen, give one of those back.
Right back at you. Alright. Mechanics. Go. There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh my
No
gosh.
Not a problem.
Gadgeteer.
You guys are going together.
Boom, shakalaka.
One of you is like getting ready to place the explosive, and she just like comes up. No, you got to do it like this, and kind of over your shoulder, gets it all hooked up.
Turn
the weak
it
point.
around.
Weak point.
Weak point. Starts running wires, connecting each one to and fro to make it all attached, so that everything will definitely simultaneously explode. So it's all one nice neat whole when it's done. But yeah, you have 2 advantage. What would you like to use the 2 advantage on, Raven? Anything in particular?
I'm gonna boost whoever goes next.
Okay, passing a boost.
I want it to cause enough like chaos that like whoever in the first initial smoke of the explosion will have the boost.
Okay.
Doctor, while she's doing that, can you also investigate this droid for me?
Yeah, what are we gonna do with it?
I want to see what type of droid this is. Is there any way it could have communicated where we are? Is there anything? Because I am getting a bad feeling about this droid.
Well, it's an R7.
The droid's dead. Yes, sir. I don't think it's going to cause us any more issues.
All the same.
Back up, boys. Back up. We'll worry about the droid later.
I will kind of drag the droid out of the way in case we need to like recover something from it.
Oh, it's heavy as all get out, Duran. You're like, you start to
crap.
dry, you think it's
Well,
We'll force move it if it's
Oh,
too
force
tough.
move. There you go.
oh, I feel so strong.
Tizo's helping you, and you're just.
That back to
Oh.
tank really juiced me up.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm a new man. Yeah.
New gun, new man, who this?
How far are you guys moving away from this door?
I want to get far and take cover. Like.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're getting
yeah.
Why
pretty far.
And
don't we
plug my ears,
go
yeah.
back down the ladder shaft?
I'm not gonna go back down the ladder shaft. I mean,
Not all the way down, but like back into the ladder shaft.
I'm just gonna take cover behind like
You can
one of
if you
those
want.
Yeah, I'm
desks that
gonna
the
get
guys
behind one of
stand
the
at.
boxes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fine.
go behind the boxes
Yeah, there's
that
plenty
way.
of
It was
boxes and
just a funny
crates.
suggestion.
There's plenty of things to hide behind in the hallway. So
Yeah, I'm looking at the wall that you've posted here on the thing, and you've got these kind of like
is it the-
support bulkheads.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get as much behind one of those bad boys as I can
Sure.
to shield myself from any shockwave from the blast, because this is an enclosed
Yeah,
area.
I'm going to
Yeah.
hover on my jetpack up here.
Okay.
Behind.
Hovering up there behind that.
Yep.
Yeah, you notice.
Because this is an enclosed metal area, and a shockwave is going to be
Yeah,
devastating in
it's-
that way.
The Mandalorians,
not that
because the Mandalorians were the ones who brought these charges. You notice they're the first ones to get really far away from these explosives, as you guys said them.
Yeah, so just
So they get themselves.
however far
re-
back, that's
however-
how far back
that's
I
like-
am.
You guys are gonna watch the
Yeah.
Mandalorians. You're like, however far back they get, that's how far we need to be.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys all get into position. You're pretty sure it's ready to go.
Blow the doors.
Cover your ears,
Execute.
boys. Yaska, cover your ears. This will be painful.
Instantly, you hear this massive explosion through the hallway, and you also hear the clanging of shrapnel and metal, and smoke just begins to fill the area down the hallway from where this explosion occurred. You saw a big blast of flame and a flash of light occur whenever the explosion took place, but then you hear this massive like metal on metal, thick metal on metal. But there's just a smoke cloud down the hallway now where this thing has exploded.
Let's go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly.
So I do have a question for you, Michael. What would be the silhouette size of this door?
The door,
Yeah.
Holy crap!
as a ship alarm begins to sound
Yeah.
from a massive explosion. And the silhouette of this door is going to be what did you say? What's silhouette 2? Silhouette 2 is like a
Silhouette
large
2 is like a land speeder, like one of the bikes, or like our land speeder was a 2.
Because of the weight of the door, I would say this would be silhouette 2
Okay.
based on size and weight.
I was also doing some reading. I am able to control ongoing effects
Mm-hmm.
with the force move ability. So what I had in mind was trying to force move the door and like give us cover as we walk into the room, basically.
Okay.
So that way we're not just walking in with them like just an opening.
Okay.
You know?
Anybody?
So they see the
Giant-
door coming in.
I will
Like,
say-
what?
Giant
it's
shield.
a door.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It does say if it is a silhouette 2 or larger, the DM can inflict strain equal to the silhouette if you want, because it's not
Okay.
technically a
Yeah.
rule. It's
I
just
would-
like an optional thing.
Yeah,
so
I
it's up
would
to
say
you.
yeah. You probably take 2 strain for holding this. Is there anything else anybody
Okay.
else wants to do? Because this is kind of like a preemptive before we go in, kind of anything we want to prepare or do. It sounds like whatever you did set off kind of like an alarm in this area at least.
Let's just go. Weapons hot.
Charge in.
Okay.
I rolled
Get
enough
an
force to do
tactical
that, Michael.
line behind the door.
You got it.
And it did say that I have to technically, as long as I'm holding the door like that, I have to commit the force. So
You have to commit
I will
one
commit the 2 force.
or two.
Well, I had to use 2 force dice, so I'm assuming I have to commit 2.
2 force dice. Okay, yeah. So
I can
basically,
commit all 4 since I rolled all 4. If you want me to.
no, commit 2. So that basically means that if you try another force ability while you're concentrating on this, you can only roll up to 2 force dice
Only
now
2
instead of 4.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way into the smoke. It's very hard to see. You just got smoke in front of you, except for Raven, because she's got the helmet on. And Yeska.
And I guess for our other Mando friends.
The Mando friends will probably be fine. They've got their helmets on. It'd probably be the most difficult for Tizo and Dran if they don't have anything for
Yeah, I'm just walking forward with this door in front of me. That's
and it's
all
even
I'm
super
doing.
hard to see the door. There's flashing red and yellow lights kind of happening as the emergency lights have taken effect here with this explosion that happened in the entryway to the bridge. And you guys start making your way in, and this place is filled with smoke, and you can hear coughing from beyond in the bridge. And you can hear people in panic as they're just unsure exactly what happened. You hear people, we must have taken a direct hit to the rear. And then you hear somebody shouting out, well, is everybody okay? The place is being filled with smoke. Make sure to get Janice out. Where's she? And then you just hear people like yelling across the place as you guys make your way into the bridge. Now you guys can't really, well, except for the people that can see, the other individuals.
I want to go ahead and activate my my Farsight power again.
Okay. And in roll 20, you guys can see what the bridge actually looks like as you make your way into a bridge of a Star Destroyer class. And it seems like they have this platform that walks overhead, usually where the people are in charge. And then down in the little pits, that's where all the people are doing most of the flying and the weaponry and all those. Well, not all the weaponry. Some of that's, different parts of the ship. But yeah, you just hear all this commotion going on. The door is full, and you hear people like shouting, "What is that? Something's coming inside!" What? It's a door.
I want to use my sight that I've activated and see if I can identify the captain.
Okay. How?
We had that dossier on him, right?
Yeah, you have the dossier, but I don't.
Because you said that this walkway would hold, a few people.
Yeah.
Officers, the captain being one of them. I just want to see if there's like a central figure that everyone's like looking at.
There are 2 figures that are standing in the middle of this platform. It looks like one's kind of hunched over and maybe coughing from some of the smoke that poured into the bridge. One of them is standing, but the one that's standing seems to be, off your vision, female. You would know that the captain of this vessel is a male.
Okay.
We're looking for a secret agent in here too. That we have to, or maybe, unless they got the escape pod, right?
Do you remember the name of that person?
Nath Elico.
Female?
Nathaliko, yeah, she's a female.
Nathaliko.
So don't shoot any women.
I guess I want to go ahead and move, through the smoke and attack the crouching officer.
Attack the crouching officer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
It's
move forward.
Let's attack.
You move
Can
past the door.
Yeah.
I was going to fly towards the control area down.
Okay. So you're going to fly down in one of those pits?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Raven takes off. She can see just fine with her helmet. Heads on right in there. Tizo and Dran, hard to see, but you see Yeska kind of move through the smoke and move beyond the door that seems to be just moving forward slowly into this smoke-filled chamber. Yeska,
I'm just gonna keep moving until I'm out of the smoke. So.
Okay, it seems like the smoke is pretty heavy in here. It's going to take a little bit for it to dissipate. It seems like the way that charges blasted inward towards this place, it threw a lot of the shrapnel and explosive material inside the actual bridge instead of back out into the hall. But yeah, there's coughing going on everywhere. It looks like people are just like panicking and trying to hold it together. Raven blasts through. Yeska moves up. Looks like he's... You attacking with your lightsaber?
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead and make an attack. It's going to be with 2 purple dice. And you can see, so you're not going to have any hindrances.
+2 successes.
+2 successes.
+2 successes. That's 10 unsoakable damage. A threat is also in there. I'm going to say that just the intensity of the situation is going to cause you to take a point of strain for that threat. And you can go ahead and describe how you run this guy through, who's been he's knelt down, he's coughing, and you step up and you just take a lightsaber to him.
Yeah, I just lunge, and like just skewer him through the chest, and just kind of lean down, and you can hear Yeska whisper, "I am the captain now."
Okay, you hear the woman that was standing next to this individual, like helping them, like scream in terror, like, "Ah!
Very professional.
What have you done to Jallo?
Jallo.
Jello?
Jallo. Jallo.
Well,
If I had shot him, it would have been a Jello shot.
no.
Yes.
What timestamp?
This is 10 to 10.
There you go. Timestamp it.
Jello shot. Shot.
Raven, you land in, as this is happening, you land in one of those areas, and it seems like a couple people are already kind of like on the floor, like taking cover. You're looking around. None of these officers appear to have any weapons on them. They're just kind of like ducking and covering, and some of them are coughing, and one of them like gets startled by you being there. And you can see this individual, clearly female. Couple of the others taking cover are male. They're just kind of astonished, and the woman kind of looks at you, she's like, don't hurt me. And kind of just holds up her hands.
Out you go. Out.
Out.
And I aim my gun at them.
And as you do that, like she kind of looks over her shoulder, and she's like, she kind of nonchalantly gives you a wink. I might be able to help you.
I like grab her, like I kind of do a subtle nod and grab her, and then put my gun to her head. If you want her to live, out, everybody out.
The guys are like, the guys start to panic. Yes. We will get out. We will move. And they start moving towards a little platform that leads up to the top here, and gives like a exit space. Yeska, you're standing up there. Tizo, Dran, the smoke is starting to clear out a little bit, and you see Yeska is standing over a dead body with his lightsaber, whispering sweet nothings into its ear as a female officer panics beside, but it seems to be making no aggressive moves towards Yeska. It just looks more like in panic and terror right now as all this is taking place.
Where is the captain?
Are you asking her?
If she shouted out, oh, he killed Jallo. I'll stand up and I'll hold my lightsaber up to her throat and go, if this man is not the captain, then who is?
Well, I mean, currently I'm the commanding officer right now. Currently, the Captain Nervi is actually preparing to. He's going to the surface. He wants to witness this firsthand.
Okay. So is he on one of the drop ships, you're saying?
Could have.
He could be on his way. He could be boarding soon. There's no way of knowing right now. I mean, we've deployed so many drop ships already. What are you trying to accomplish here? What is the meaning of all of this?
Victory, of course. That is what I'm trying to accomplish. Please, all of you Imperial scaredy cats, please line up on the wall there, and some Mandalorian friends can guard you.
You got it. And the Mandalorians step in, start pointing their blasters towards these guys and rallying them into a corner, kind of straight line.
And I kind of I take my place on the bridge, and like I deactivate my lightsaber and hold my kind of like my hands on my hips and feet shoulder width apart. I've taken command.
Set a course, number one.
of the blind ambition.
The blind ambition.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
And I'll see if my friends can take some of the weapon stations.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As Raven has this gun up to this woman, and this woman kind of starts to speak under her breath to you a little bit, Raven.
Mhm.
A little aggressive, don't you think?
Gotta sell it, don't you think?
Okay,
Keep it alive.
you don't have to squeeze so hard.
I kind of push her towards the controls.
Are you a
Okay.
spy or a baby? Come on.
I'll try to be gentle.
She reaches up to her headset. She's wearing kind of like this in-ear type thing. She reaches up and she's like, it's like, R7, do you read? R7. Damn it, that droid.
Ooh.
R7.
Oh.
Oh.
Shit.
Awkward.
He's always
Yeah,
late.
I think
R7.
no, I think he I pat her on the shoulder. That thing's dead.
What do you
We
mean?
may have to.
What do you mean that thing's
do
dead?
some repairs.
I know that guy. I know Jello's dead. R7, come in. R7.
Seven is out. Or
He's a-
What? Do you know what happened to my droid?
yeah, it's dead. It lightsaber through its core.
Lightsaber? Who has a lightsaber?
Most of us. I don't. Well, I do, but it's not here,
Did you
so it
kill?
wasn't me.
Did you kill my droid?
No. We might have by it. Casualty. Slight casualty.
You know how good that
Very
droid
sorry.
is?
We
It's breaking these computer systems.
We don't have time for this. We will fix your
Go
droid.
fix it.
I can't do all this stuff without that droid.
Oh,
Ignore
I'll
the
go get the
droid,
droid.
they said. No time, they said.
we can fix it.
That's it. It's got a hole through it.
Stay hiding behind this door as much as possible.
Tizo is still hiding behind the door.
Oh, Jesus. Yes.
Can we not access the
Clear it?
computer systems from the bridge? Is that what you're saying?
There are so many bypass codes on these programs. That droid had all of them down pat. Like, with that droid, we could have done this in seconds. Without that droid, it could take... Oh, gosh. It could take forever.
How long
About
is
3 hours and 20 minutes, so
3 hours and... Ugh. We might be able to... Might be able to hardwire it.
wait.
I don't know.
I'm going to calm. I'll see if I can get you a sync.
Lyra.
I'm going to calm Lyra.
Yeah.
And see if she can aid in helping.
What's wrong? What's going on?
We have access to the bridge, but one of us destroyed the droid that would help us do this within moments. So we're kind of shit out of luck on the droid front, so we need some computer smarts. Yeah?
Listen, I don't want to get out of this ship.
Can you do it from where you're at?
I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to... You're trying to get me to help out with the computer systems, or you want me to fix the droid?
Can you fix the droid?
We could probably fix it.
I'd have to see it first. I have no idea how bad a shape it's in. What happened to it?
Lightsaber to its core?
Oh, gosh. Please tell me that was an accident.
Well, it was something.
I mean, I might be able to, like, tap into the droid's memory banks and get some of the access codes that might make the process easier. It's not gonna be perfect, but might cut down on some of the time.
Can you coach me over comms and I do it?
I can try. I mean, you're still gonna
Let's
have to
do
do the work. I can only help you from there.
You can aid me from there.
You know, like patch in your visual to
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
She's on my ship, so
Yep.
yeah.
You got it. Okay. So.
I'm gonna
cut
tell-
the blue wire. Not the
Yeah,
blue
I'm gonna tell the spy to start working now. Do what you can now. Start accessing like weapons first to start attacking other ships, and I will be as fast as I can with the droid. But I want us to be working at the same time, so there's no gap in work.
I'll help Nath.
Are
'cause,
any of
Nath
you good
needs
with
some-
astrogation here? Anybody good on the
Yeah.
astrogation? You?
Dran,
Look,
Doctor.
I'm going to need your help, because if we're going to disengage these manual operations of these weapons, we need to be able to put in the proper coordinates on where we want these guns to fire. We can't just have them just shooting willy-nilly, or we're wasting our time.
Have a small amount of training in that, so let's make it happen.
Basically, we're just going to override the manual controls, give those gunners no control over those weapons whatsoever, have them run themselves, and just have predetermined destination points for the firings. Can you do that?
We can try.
All right, that's what we're going to do. And she's like, gets her hands ready. She starts rubbing them together, and she gets into this computer and starts typing away. And Duran like sits down next to her.
Press buttons until something breaks.
And she yells up, "Hey, can one of you take care of this alarm before we got pretty much half of the ship after us?" Don't all volunteer at once.
Tizo. Seems appropriate.
Tizo's great with machines.
What's supposed to do? I set down the
Jesus
door,
Christ.
walk out.
So door falls down.
Buttons. I don't know necessarily how to.
Okay. What buttons are you pressing?
Ask her. Get
Which buttons should
Not
I hit?
panel. That panel. And she points to another panel. You were like hitting the door opening like panel, and it does nothing for the alarms. So there's a whole other panel on the other side, and she kind of points over there, shouts some things to you. Go ahead and make a computers check, Tizo.
Can he use his lightsaber skill for that?
What's the difficulty for this?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 2 purple for you, and I'm gonna give you a blue boost since she's shouting commands towards you and
Sure.
kind of helping you through it. Okay. If you'd like to flip a destiny point, you can.
I mean, I feel really bad for using a destiny point on this, so I
You-
don't know if I'm going to. Should
Go
I?
ahead. I think it's worth
Okay.
it. I think we need all the help we can get.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, I'll also use my inspiration that I got too for this.
Oh, there you go. So you can upgrade it again.
Right.
Sweet. All right,
Right.
here we go.
Nice.
And as
It's a
he's,
good thing you did.
Good thing you upgraded.
as he's pressing those buttons, the alarm systems disengage. The flashing lights cease. The normal light systems seem to engage here within the bridge. It gets a little bit more illuminated, and you guys can start seeing everything a little bit more clearly. You could see the gaping hole in the door where you guys used the explosives to blast through. And Tizo was successful in doing that. You also have 2 advantages on that
I'll
roll.
use it to heal my 2 strain.
All right, you got it. Heal your 2 strain as you feel this boost of confidence come over yourself as you were able to do something mechanical and computer wise, and this, man, that's
Yeah.
you're getting better at this, Tizo.
I touched the computer and did not destroy it.
I think it was luck.
Dran, for your checks here, you're gonna need to make an astrogation check for me.
Okay.
Because basically it's the equivalent of like astrogation's usually for like, calculating coordinates for light speed and things like that. But this gives us another option to use it for, because
moving ship, moving targets.
You're calculating where targets are going to be, and you're going to try to basically override manual controls and let the computer systems do most of the work. So you're going to do astrogation. I'm going to say, because you have her with, well, this is going to be 3 purple dice, but since you have her aid in this, you're going to add a blue boost to your roll.
Okay.
Since you have the individual helping you there.
Okay, ready to see how this goes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you guys have successfully gone through, and you guys have overridden the manual controls of the weapon systems on the Blood Ambition, and you got things set and ready to go. You also have 2 advantages on this. You can come up with a plan for those advantages on how else you could benefit, or you could pass a boost or something of that nature.
Can we? The advantage is to say that the nature of the way that these things are shooting is actually going to like mess with the TIE fighters. Like they're going to think they have to dodge, and it'll make it harder for them or something, or the drop ships. I don't know. Like sort of shift the tide of the battle a little in our favor.
Here's what I'll do for the next mass combat check that's about to happen soon. We're going to add another blue boost die to your mass combat check, as these weapon systems firing at the TIE fighters are making it impossible for them to keep a guard over some of these drop ships. They're having to dodge out of these heavy weapon fire. Very good. Nicely done. Raven, what were you doing again? You were trying to get this...
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a video conference call with a mechanic and try and do it myself.
Okay. Go ahead. You're gonna make so you're trying to do are you trying to do mechanical stuff, or are you trying to actually extract the information that you need? Because it'll
I will try to extract information first.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't work, then I'll try and fix it.
Okay, this will be a computer's check then for you.
Okay.
This droid is pretty badly damaged from that lightsaber wound, so it's going to be 3 purple dice difficulty. It's going to be a hard check, and you do get to add 1 blue boost because you have Lyra's help on this.
Use the Force. Trust your feelings.
Yeah, I'm going to use.
All right, look at all those dark side points I've got.
Yeah. This is fine. Nope. This is not fine.
This is not fine.
This droid is so badly damaged. It appears that when Tizo stabbed this astromech droid, it went right through its core operating system. And
I knew it.
Basically, it's going to take a miracle to even find any memory stores on this droid. I mean, you know how good Tizo is with a lightsaber. Just imagine a droid that has no ability to dodge anything whatsoever, just makes its way up to Tizo. It's going to take a direct hit. It's a shame he didn't use his Hawkbat swoop on this poor droid. It'd be in 5 pieces.
So crit it twice.
Yeah, he crit it twice.
Why do you have to be such a perfect killer?
Do I feel like, even with like a mechanics try and fix this, is there any way to salvage this where I feel like it's a lost cause?
You could
'Cause
fix
I don't want to
it.
waste.
You could fix it.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to
Not in
like.
time.
It's going to take time to fix it appropriately. You think you could get it to where you could at least maybe plug it in and get some access codes out of it, but it's not going to be
Right,
like
like
a
a
fully functioning droid. You know, it's not going to be like a conscious R2 unit. It's going to be
Right.
just the passive ability it would have to plug in.
Like getting some stuff off your hard drive, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Computer's done for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and
Hard drive that's got a hole through it.
yeah. So I guess, how much time would it take to try and get it to that point?
I would say
Between
to get to that point,
Yeah.
your best assessment would be 15 to 20 minutes.
Should I attempt it? I'm way better at mechanics.
Well,
Is the other option our hacker friend can help us get into the ship computer?
yeah, we could see if she could do that now, since the alarm was went off anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if it's like faster to get her to instead hack the system from where she's at.
Because one of the only reasons that why she did not want to hack it is because she didn't want to be alerted or have her presence in the system be alerted. I
Right.
think that ship has sailed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They know we're here now.
They know we're here.
So my suggestion is to have our friend back on our ship try to slice into the bridge systems.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably the better way to go.
Okay.
And
When,
we'll try to
uh,
take the droid with us when we leave.
When she slices into the systems, is there a specific target you guys have in mind? Like, what about the systems do you want her to get? Like, what is she after?
We want full control of the Ambition's weapon systems so that we would be able to stop targeting friendlies and retarget the other two ships and potentially try to take out as many of these drop ships as possible.
Okay.
Do we want to try to take down the shield generators too?
No, because we're
Not ours,
here.
No. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know.
Well, because if everything works out, we hand this ship over to the rebellion. So.
Fair enough. Keep the shields up.
We want the shields because we're on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our way out, you know.
We could see if we could shut down the hangar bay so they couldn't launch any more shuttles.
Oh, that's
Yeah, just lock down the hangar
Yeah.
as well. I think primarily let's go after the weapon system.
weapons, and then
Secondarily, we'll go to full lockdown.
Dran,
Blinded with scanners.
Dran, as you're working on the computer and all this conversation is happening around you, you do
Yeah.
pick up on one of the scanners nearby, and you can also see that there are some surveillance camera monitoring systems around where you're sitting.
Oh.
It looks like there is a patrol of Imperial stormtroopers that are headed in your direction.
Guys, I think we have company.
It seems like they
When he
still
says
got
that-
still got a little time to get to you, but you also no longer have a door on the bridge.
I was just about to. Can I move the droid inside of the bridge, and then could I put the door back up? He's like leaning against the hole.
You can, yeah, you can. It's just gonna be like
Cool. I'm
leaning
gonna do
there. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty heavy, so let's take a lot of force to push that down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're using your force ability to do this.
Yeah.
You want to lean a chair up against it too?
Okay, go ahead and
No,
roll
no,
for
it's
this,
fine.
just in case you have to use dark side to do it. Okay.
Oh.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Alright. Oh, yep.
You have to use some dark side.
Well, it depends. How far do I have to move it?
How far did you move it into the room? It would have been probably 30.
Okay,
It would
yeah,
probably
I
you probably would have moved
travel,
it about 30 feet. So it'd probably be like
Yeah, so
at least one
I'd have
range
to probably
band.
use the. So, oh god, that use last light side point. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all in my
I gotta
hands
take one
now.
strain and a conflict. But after bringing the droid in, of course, I will put the door up
Okay.
above, so where it's
And
yeah.
And about this time, we do the quick scene wipe because we're going to do the next mass combat check. Because it's been about that long since we've done our last one. So, we now move on to the second group of phases with the battle. This is called the Graveyard Battleground. This is where the troops start to assemble on the surface and begin their assault on the surface of Xorrn. So, you do hear on the comms, the cacique yells out, it's just what we expected. They're landing outside the graveyard on the far side of the Sentinel. And the cacique shouts over the comms and he says, get clear and take position on the edge of the graveyard until they commit. So basically, he's commanding everybody to get in their attack formations, take cover around those barriers that you guys helped to put together down there on the graveyard as well with all those machines and things. They also have the droids down there, the B1 droids and the droidecas that you guys have refurbished. They're also part of this encounter as well. So, Phase 4, Part 1. What I would like is MG is going to be rolling this one for us.
Yeah.
As he's rolling this fourth one. So we start out with the base, which is 2 green dice, based on the ability that we have to start. So 2 green. Additional forces that may have been rallied by the PCs could shift the balance significantly. There could be a platoon of Mandalorian commandos, a squad of Tal's hunters, an army of several hundred. No, you don't have those because you guys skipped that part. The battle droids.
No pirates for us.
And
Roger.
droidecas. The ability to start with the largest number of ability dice provided by any single ally. Increase the ability by 1 for each one. So the droidecas and battle droids equal 3 green dice.
Oh wow! Additional on top of the 2, or
well, it actually just starts with the top one.
okay, I see. So we start.
Okay,
with our
no,
best.
so yeah, we start with the 2 and add 3, so you're up to 5.
Okay.
And the Mandalorians that you left and the Tals count as 1 more, so you get an additional green.
Okay.
Okay. And now we go to the base dice pool provided. Increase the other forces. Oh wait, it says the total can only be 4 green based on here. So basically, I think the maximum you can get for here is 4 green. These dice are upgraded by the leadership skill of the commander leading the assault on this battleground, which I think the cacique is still leading, so that would upgrade it twice for his leadership skill.
Okay.
I believe so. Let me double check that. I want to make sure. I think he's either leadership 2 or leadership. Of course, so I've got him right here. Character sheet. Leadership is 3. Upgrade 3 times.
Oh, okay, so 3 upgrades. Okay.
Yep, I was wrong on that. I checked. Upgrade 3. If the Ikari 7, well, actually, the Ikari 7 was still in the orbital background. Your landing zone is on the far side, which provide cover for the invading force. It's going to add 1 black setback. And an additional setback because you guys chose to sneak on this vessel and not take out, like, you haven't taken out a lot of those TIE fighters, so a lot of those TIE fighters are still available, so that's going to be another setback.
Okay. Okay.
So then we're gonna add 5 purple dice. And this
Didn't
is
we say something about making
Oh, yeah,
the TIE fighters a bit
minus there is
wonky?
-1 difficulty on this. And you guys get a blue boost because of the TIE fighters making them wonky. So a blue boost, -1 difficulty, you got that one.
Okay.
And this is based on the leadership skill of a new person because they actually have an army lieutenant that's leading the troops. And his leadership skill is
-5.
Upgrade 2 times for the enemy.
Okay.
And you know what? Because I have 8 points, I'm gonna flip a destiny point, and we're gonna upgrade 1 more time because I want to make it.
And we can't destiny because that point. Yeah, you can't use the point that.
I don't see why. Well, yeah, you can't use it this time because you can't use the one that I just flipped. That's
it has to already exist.
It already exists beforehand. Yep. I took advantage of that moment.
Yeah. Is my battle meditation still in range at this point? Because I mean, we're up on it's planetary scale 2 bands.
Planetary, yep. It's still in, so you can upgrade again.
Okay.
Ooh boy.
So this is our roll. Here we go. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna click it. Oh god. It's not my fault if this goes poorly. Oh my god.
Double despair.
No.
That's about as.
You have a luck. You can re-roll. You can re-roll.
Oh,
reroll.
That's right, Ink. That's right, Ink. That's right, Ink gave us. Now, how does
gave you luck?
How does this?
Ink.
Ink may have just saved the planet Xorrn.
You may have just saved Xorn. Ink, you may have saved the entire
you're
planet.
You're the best, Ink.
Yeah, he's in chat. Use your luck.
You just all you do is
Now,
re-roll the same dice pool.
Just re-roll the whole darn thing.
I like it.
Okay.
Luck is just a re-roll, and you take the better result.
That's a great one.
I don't think you can get any worse than that one. Okay.
Okay.
We can You can get 3.
That could have happened. Oh my gosh.
Don't
oh my
say
gosh.
that, Derek.
Good save.
We saw it in the forest. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that was a close call.
Oh my stars.
Okay.
That almost broke me.
That was rough. Okay, so you guys do succeed in this mass combat check. So that means you guys are going to hold them off a little bit longer. As the defenders are digging in, you guys successfully stall the Imperial march. And the Imperial force does take losses. But more importantly, you're halting the advance and making this process of landing these drop zone troops and stuff like that. You're making it very difficult for them as the weapons continue to fire upon these people. So during this phase, no new Imperial troops are landed, and it takes the forces an extra 30 minutes to secure the landing site. So this is going to take... So this is going to take 50 minutes in total to resolve this one for the mass combat check.
Okay.
What are we at right now till the rebels arrive?
So we take
2.5
50, so
now?
20. Yep, it'd be 2.5 hours.
Okay.
As you guys are making it, actually, in Dran, you taking over some of these controls and astrogating some of these weapon fire into those TIE fighters really helped to stall this whole process. It's really thrown these guys. Some of the drop ships had to navigate to a new course and go to a different drop zone. So it seems like everybody's scattered around a little bit, and they're unable to get all their forces in this nice, Imperial March-esque type battlefront that they want to go for. And you guys have definitely done that. Okay, it's also going to remove the setback from your next mass combat check. So we got to put that on there. So it's going to remove the TIE fighter help. Remove a setback for the next one. And Okay. So, excellent. The 2 threat, it doesn't really give me anything that I can spend threat on. Let's see if there's anything. So I will just say, and we'll just move on from there because you guys had a nice successful... I'll say the threat is probably just you guys, basically just in general, you guys took some losses in the process too. Some of your droid ships.
We take strain at the planetary scale.
Oh yeah, exactly. Take strain at the planetary scale.
2 times 10.
That was a rough one. Thank goodness for that luck. Chat, you came in big.
Thank you,
Ink,
chat.
Yeah.
if it weren't for
Ink
chat,
saw it in the
you.
force.
if it weren't for chat, those 2 despair would have been brutal.
Oh. Planet lost.
All right, we're doing a quick scene wipe as we go back to the group. And it appears that out of these 50 minutes that you guys have, Raven was going to take 20 and try to get this droid plugged up to the computer systems. I believe that was what she was going to try to do.
No, I think we
Or
changed
did you
it.
change
I think we were gonna get, instead of me trying to like scavenge from it, we think it's faster just to get Liara.
Lyra? Yeah.
Lyra.
There's so many Liaras in my games. Lyra, I'm gonna get Lyra to help with like the getting full control of the weapons or locking down the hangar bay.
Okay. She's going to go ahead and try to do that then. She's going to use computers. Hack in. It's going to be 3 purple dice. So she's going to go ahead and roll her computers check and see how she does. She's successful. She does take a little bit of a strain in the process. So it's oh, you know what? 3 threat is pretty significant. So
She spills her Mountain Dew on the
her Mountain
keyboard.
Dew on the keyboard. I'm gonna say she successfully gets into the system, and she does get control of the weapon systems. But it's almost like at the same time, the computer systems, the like the defense mechanisms in the computers, like the software that would protect it, kind of locks everything else down. So she's got control of the weapons now. So Dran, you don't have to like be actively like doing the work with the spy to get these weapons to do what you want. But the rest of the ship is kind of locked down right now. So it'd be when whatever autopilot mode it would be in, or whatever it was powered to do, it's going to stay in that mode until something changes or somebody can manually override it. So that's what I'll say the threat is for. And you guys are starting to hear footsteps coming in your direction.
So, Michael,
Okay.
I had another question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I just like could I have committed that force to keep my force presence on the door? Well, I guess it would have been 50 minutes. So now, can I reactivate it and just kind of like hold it in place? Like,
Well,
can't
this
push
is
it
at
over.
this is at the
super
beginning
easy?
of that 50 minutes. So it hasn't been 50 minutes.
okay.
It's like right. Basically, I had that all like go out to 50 minutes, and then we rewind to the beginning of that, and then this is where you guys come in. So it's kind of like 2 things going at once.
Gotcha. So yeah, could I have like committed those 2 force point, or 3 technically, to keep my like control over the door so they
Sure.
can't just push it over?
Couldn't push it over. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so I'm just standing there concentrating, just holding the piece of metal there in front of the hole, so they
How
can't get in.
many Imperial bridge crew are there?
It looks like there's a dozen. There used to be 13. And somebody stabbed somebody whenever they came into the room, so...
Or Jallo.
Jallo.
What are you gonna do? Jello shot. Do we think that maybe 2 of our Mandalorian friends can keep control of this prisoner group, and the other 2 can help assist in defending the door?
One of them kind of looks at you and says, "Well, of course."
Excellent. Raven, do you think if you can also assist in defending the door, Dran and Rebel Spy Lady, can you shift targeting to start taking out the dropships and TIE fighters?
Lyra has full control of the weapons now, right?
I thought Lyra just gave us access to it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have access. I mean, she could start. I mean, it's really.
Oh no, I'll.
Yeah, if you guys want to start remoting these guns, you can.
I just thought that Doctor would enjoy shooting down several Imperial ships.
Thank you, I will.
Okay.
Make it so.
You can see you guys have range, and you can see the 2 Raider-class corvettes outside.
Take out the damaged one.
Mm-hmm.
Dran, it's the button. All right, Dran, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give all of you access to the Blood Ambitions character sheet.
Ooh.
So it's going to be under the tab that says Vehicles and Starships, where your Phoenix's character sheet is located. I have a character sheet for the Blood Ambition, and I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go in Players Journals, all players, and be edited and controlled by all players, and I'm going to save the changes. So you guys should see a character sheet there for the Blood Ambition. It has a ton of guns. I didn't have a place to put them. If you see where it says dual turret mounted light turbo lasers in the first one, there's a 12 at the bottom. There are 12 of those guns.
Jesus.
I don't see it anywhere.
It should be under. There's a tab that says Vehicles and Starships in your journal. And under that tab, it'll be towards the bottom.
Okay.
It'll be the
I was looking at the handouts.
So Dran, basically what we have to do here is you got to type your name into one of those guns that you choose to fire. So that way I know what gun you want it to shoot. And then we'll roll it up.
Oh, I want to. I want to get there and shoot it!
You have an idea, Raven? If you want to do something, go ahead.
Yeah, I have an idea. We blast them all to bits.
Yeah. Right.
The Mandos have the door covered. I'm gonna get into a gunnery seat.
Yeah.
You're getting into a gunnery seat
I'm
too?
like, There's no way Raven would not. There's no way.
Do you want the concussion missiles or the turbo lasers?
Open the door.
Oh,
Yeah, there are 10. There are 10 concussion missiles.
I know it's not the most fun, Derek, but thank you for taking care of the door.
That's totally yeah. Tizo basically just sits down like legs crossed and he's just sitting there like doing this.
And Tizo actually
just meditating.
At about this time, you start hearing, "Open the blast doors." Open the blast doors.
I love that they're knocking.
Oh.
No, go away.
Who is this? Open the blast doors.
Blast doors currently need maintenance. Go away. Everything's fine.
Maintenance? We're in the middle of a battle here.
That doesn't mean the doors doesn't need maintenance.
What is your name?
Go away.
What is your ID
Your
number?
mom.
72.
72. We've been in 5 digits for 3 years now.
I am a very old Imperial.
Very old. I'm one of the first. That's a good one.
Good
Very,
stock
very old
options.
stormtrooper. What time is it?
I'm a very old
10:53.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
good, Derek. So good. And they're just continuing to knock. You can hear someone like pressing buttons, and it's like the door wants to open, and the edges that haven't been blown up, and it just goes, and it like does all these nasty sounds, and then just shuts back. And you hear silence for a moment. Open the blast doors.
Look, no matter how much you knock and I say that, the doors are not opening. Go away.
Busy.
Yeah, I'm at the missile launcher, by the way. I get at the missile launcher seat.
You get in the missile launcher seat? Okay.
Oh,
You guys can go ahead and type your character names in there. Make sure you spell them exactly how they are on your character sheet, though, for it to link up.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to go ahead and take shots,
Oh my gosh.
you guys can take shots.
What's the difficulty on this
yeah, what's the
thing?
difficulty on this stuff?
This is 1 purple because of the range. The Raider-class Corvettes are not far away. So it's just 1 purple difficulty.
Can we aim with these guns? Is that a thing?
You can aim with these guns, yes. So you can add a boost if you're aiming. I think
All right.
the concussions also have guided.
Yes, guided 2.
Guided 2. They also have inaccurate, so you have to add a setback.
Okay, well, I'll let Dren shoot first.
Let me
Before I
double
I'm
check.
firing
Let
some.
me double check what guided means. I think that means they can like trace, they can follow,
That makes sense.
kind of like guided missiles. Oh boy,
Yeah, they probably lock on. That's what it sounds like, at least.
I just can't remember exactly what guided means.
Heat seekers.
Yeah, they definitely. Let's see, guided. Yeah, guided. Certain properties such as guided missiles may benefit from course alterations after being fired. If the character misses while firing a guided weapon, if the guided is activated, he may make an attack at the end of the round. The difficulty of the check is calculated. So if you miss, you can
But get advantage.
Like an advantage, I
get
can
advantage.
guide it back.
You can guide it back and actually hit at the end of the round.
That's
We're not
cool.
really
That's
in like
pretty cool.
we're not really in initiative right now.
We're not, yeah.
But I would say if it
Yeah.
misses and you have enough advantage to activate guided, you'd be able to roll again basically and try to hit with your guided missile.
Okay.
Oh, so Duran fires a mounted light turbo laser and strikes.
Yep.
True. Were you aiming for the one that was already damaged, or were you aiming for the one?
Yeah,
that
I was
worked?
aiming for the one that was already damaged.
Okay, so 9.
And I don't.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't think I can activate linked because I didn't get any advantage on this.
Right, it's not going to be linked, so
So it's
you're only going to
just
get it'd be 11 damage, right?
11 damage with breach 2, whatever that does. If that's.
Get your +2 successes from your battle meditation.
I don't think it works on me.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Breach means they ignore 1 point of armor for every breach. So it's basically like ignoring
Okay, so it'll ignore
soak.
2 armor, yeah.
So basically armor on a ship
Yeah.
is its soak rating. So you do ignore 2 armor points, so it only gets to soak 3 of your damage. So it takes, was that 8 total?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
So it definitely takes a direct hit, and you see an explosion occur from this Raider class Corvette. You feel this rupture in the force as well, and you can feel the astonishment as you can tell that this group quickly determined where that shot came from. And there's just this strange, awkward sense around this whole place. And then at that time, I believe Raven pushes the fire button on the.
So it's 1 black setback, 1 purple, 1 blue boost.
That sounds right. Are you firing at the one that Dran just fired at, or the one that was already damaged?
I thought I fired at the one that was
He
already
fired at
damaged.
the one that was already damaged, I
yeah,
think.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very badly damaged. Still there.
Still there?
Still there.
Let's take it out.
And try to take it out. Okay.
What?
Oh my stars!
What?
That's 6 agility for you.
What is
What?
that?
Yeah, that's 6 agility for you.
+2 for battle meditation.
Wow. +2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
11, so it's plus
20.
13, I think, if I counted right.
It's 20 total?
Ooh, you should have gone after
20.
the healthy one.
20
We'll get to
total.
him.
He's next.
So you don't have any advantages, so you can't activate
No, that's fine.
the blast on it, which is probably a good thing because if you activate a blast, your ship is the closest to it.
Yeah, no.
So you wouldn't want that explosion coming back to the blood ambition. But I'm gonna say, what would the threat be on this?
System
Yeah, I'll just say
System
1
strain?
point. I'll just say 1 point of. Yeah, we'll do 1 point of system strain on the blood ambition, which that probably means nothing on the blood ambition because I think the strain is like ridiculous on this ship.
It's
Oh yeah,
got some good.
35. Yeah. All right, so you watch this thing impact in, and it has breach 5, so it ignores 5 soak, which is what it has.
Oh my
So it
God.
takes all 20 damage. It had 18 hull damage left. So describe how this thing explodes for us, Raven.
Oh,
Oh my
God!
this shot, like, if they have any, like, open hatches for, like, their fighters or
Okay.
dropships or whatever that's coming out of, I'm going to line it up and it's going to go straight through the opening and explode from the inside.
Okay. Can I do one better? Can I add to it?
Sure.
Okay. You fire this thing and you see this, you hear and feel this blast. This bright flash of blue light as this soaring blue energy starts to fly towards the Raider Corvette after the impact from Dran's. And on the other vessel, the captain is panicking. And that's the force that you felt, Dran. And you see him excusing himself from his bridge. And he's strapping himself into an escape pod. And he's getting himself all comfortable, sealing himself in there.
Oh.
And he looks out and he sees this blue glow get brighter and brighter and brighter as it comes right into the escape pod and blows up the escape pod immediately from that Raider class. And just this massive explosion fills the space. And as that bright flash just seems to illuminate this whole bridge area, and Raven and Dran, you just both look at each other and cast a glance. That's where we're gonna end tonight's episode of Star Wars Force and
Wow.
Destiny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn.